Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, da-da-da. Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, da-da-da.
Mulhouse is a subprefecture of the Haute-Rhône department in the Grand Est region of eastern France, close to the Swiss and German borders. With a population of 108,942 in 2018 in the commune and 246,692 inhabitants in 2017 in the urban unit, it is the largest city in Haute-Rhône and second largest in Alsace after Strasbourg. Mulhouse is the principal commune of the 39 communes which make up the Communauté d'agglomération of Mulhouse-Alsace agglomération. It is the most populated sub-prefectures in France, the others being Brest, Le Havre, and Reims. Mulhouse is famous for its museums, especially the Cité de l'Automobile and the Cité du Train, respectively the largest automobile and railway museums in the world. An industrial town nicknamed the French Manchester, Mulhouse is also the main seat of the Upper Alsace University, where the Secretariat of the European Physical Society is found. Administration. Mulhouse is the chief city of an arrondissement of the Haute-Rhône department, of which it is a subprefecture. History. In 58 BC a battle took place west of Mulhouse and opposed the Roman army of Julius Caesar by a coalition of Germans led by Ariovistus. The first written records of the town date from the 12th century. It was part of the southern Alsatian county of Sundgau in the Holy Roman Empire. From 1354 to 1515, Mulhouse was part of the Decapole, an association of 10 free imperial cities in Alsace. The city joined the Swiss Confederation as an associate in 1515 and was therefore not annexed by France in the Peace of Westphalia in 1648 like the rest of the Sundgau. An enclave in Alsace, it was a free and independent Calvinist republic, known as Stadtrepublik Mulhausen, associated with the Swiss Confederation until, after a vote by its citizens on the 4th of January 1798, it became a part of France in the Treaty of Mulhouse signed on the 28th of January 1798, during the Directory period of the French Revolution. Starting in the middle of the 18th century, the Quechlin family pioneered cotton cloth manufacturing. Mulhouse became one of France's leading textile centers in the 19th century. André Quechlin built machinery and started making railroad equipment in 1842. The firm in 1839 already employed 1,800 people. It was one of the 6 large French locomotive constructors until the merger with Elsassische Maschinenbau Gesellschaft Grafenstaden in 1872, when the company became Société Alsacienne de Constructions Mécaniques. After the Prussian victory in the Franco-Prussian War, Mulhouse was annexed to the German Empire as part of the territory of Alsace-Lorraine. The city was briefly occupied by French troops on the 8th of August 1914 at the start of World War I, but they were forced to withdraw 2 days later in the Battle of Mulhouse. Alsatians who celebrated the appearance of the French army were left to face German reprisals, with several citizens sentenced to death. After World War I ended in 1918, French troops entered Alsace, and Germany ceded the region to France under the Treaty of Versailles. After the Battle of France in 1940, it was occupied by German forces until its return to French control at the end of World War II in May 1945. The town's development was stimulated first by the expansion of the textile industry and tanning, and subsequently by chemical and engineering industries from the mid-18th century. Mulhouse was for a long time called the French Manchester. Consequently, the town has enduring links with Louisiana, from which it imported cotton, and also with the Levant. The town's history also explains why its center is relatively small. Geography. 2 rivers run through Mulhouse, the Dollar and the Ill, both tributaries of the Rhine. Mulhouse is approximately 100 kilometers from Strasbourg and Zurich. It is 350 kilometers from Milan and about 340 kilometers from Frankfurt. It lies close enough to Basel, Switzerland and Freiburg, Germany to share the Euro Airport International Airport with these 2 cities. Districts. Medieval Mulhouse consists essentially of a lower and an upper town. The lower town was formerly the inner city district of merchants and craftsmen. It developed around the Place de la Réunion. Nowadays this area is pedestrianized. The upper town developed from the 18th century on. Previously, several monastic orders were established there. notably the Franciscans, Augustinians, Poor Clares and Knights of Malta. The Nouveau Quartier is the best example of urban planning in Mulhouse, and was developed from 1826 on, after the town walls had been torn down. It is focused around the Place de la République. Its network of streets and its triangular shape are a good demonstration of the town's desire for a planned layout. The planning was undertaken by the architects G. Stolz and Felix Fries. This inner-city district was occupied by rich families and the owners of local industries, who tended to be liberal and republican in their opinions. The Reberg district consists of grand houses inspired by the colonnaded residences of Louisiana cotton planters. Originally, this was the town's vineyard. The houses here were built as terraces in the English style, a result of the town's close relationship with Manchester, where the sons of industrialists were often sent to study. Population. The population data in the table and graph below refer to the commune of Mulhouse proper, in its geography at the given years. The commune of Mulhouse absorbed the former commune of Dornick in 1914 and Bortzwiller in 1947. Main sites. Hôtel de Ville. The town hall was built in 1553 in the Rhenish Renaissance style. Montaigne described it as a palais magnifique et tout doré in 1580. It is known for its trompe-l'œil paintings, and its pictures of allegories representing the vices and virtues. Workers' Quarter, inspired workers' quarters in many other industrial towns. Place de la Bourse and the building of the Société Industrielle de Mulhouse, in the Nouveau Quartier. Cité de l'Automobile. Cité du Train successor to Musée Français du Chemin de Fer. Museum of Electricity. Museum of Printed Textiles. The Parc Zoologique et Botanique de Mulhouse. St. Stephen Calvinist Temple, by Jean-Baptiste Shaker. Principal economic activities. As early as the mid-19th century, Mulhouse was known as the industrial capital of Alsace, the city with 100 chimneys, and the French Manchester. Automobile industry, chemical industry, electronics, engineering. Between 1909 and 1914 there was an aircraft manufacturer, Aviatik, in Mulhouse. Transport. Air. Mulhouse is served by Euro Airport Basel-Mulhouse-Freiburg, located 25 kilometers south of the town. Rail. Gare de Mulhouse is well connected with the rest of France by train, including major destinations such as Paris, Dijon, Besançon, Belfort, Strasbourg, Lyon, Marseille, Montpellier and Lille. Some trains operate to destinations in Switzerland, in particular proximity Basel, Bern and Zurich. There is also a train service to Frankfurt am Main in Germany, and a Eurocity service that connects Brussels, Luxembourg, Strasbourg and Basel calls at Mulhouse. Regional services connect Mulhouse to Colmar, Strasbourg, Basel, Belfort, Kruth and Freiburg im Breisgau. Urban transport. Transport within Mulhouse is provided by Solea and comprises a network of buses together with the city's tram network, which opened on the 13th of May 2006. The tramway now consists of 3 tram lines and 1 tram train line. Line 1 from Nouveau Bassin to Cateau. Line 2 from Gare Centrale to Châtaignier. Line 3 from Gare Centrale to Lutterbach. Tram train line from Gare Centrale to Thann via Lutterbach. Road. Motorway A36 is the main axis connecting the city with the west of the country, to cities such as Dijon, Paris and Lyon. The A35 is the main north-south axis, connecting cities such as Strasbourg and Basel. People. Mulhouse was the birthplace of Jean de Beaugrand, lineographer and mathematician. Serge Blenner, composer and synthesist. Bernard Bloch, actor and director. Jean Brenner, painter. Karl Brandt, German Nazi personal physician to Adolf Hitler and head administrator of the T4 euthanasia program, executed for war crimes. David Cage, French video game designer, writer and musician. Born in Mulhouse, Cage was the first game developer to receive the Legion of Honor, the highest decoration granted in France. Pierre Chambon, biologist. Mireille Delunche, soprano. Tom Dillman, racing driver. Arthur Dinter, writer and Nazi politician. Dorian Deering, footballer. Adrien Dollfus, French zoologist and carcinologist. Jean Dollfus, French industrialist. Alfred Dreyfus, French military officer best known for being the focus of the Dreyfus Affair. Huguette Dreyfus, harpsichordist. Léon Earhart, composer. Jan Erlacher, racing driver. Nush Eluard, performer, model and surrealist artist. François Florent, actor, founder of the Cours Florent. Georges Friedel, mineralogist, son of Charles Friedel. Charles Frederick Gerard, biologist specializing on ichthyology and herpetology. Jean-Gaspard Heilmann, painter. Jean-Jacques Heilmann, photographer. Friedrich Jans, diplomat. Daniel Jellensperger, musicologist. Katja and Maurice Kraft, volcanologists. Johann Heinrich Lambert, mathematician, physicist and astronomer. Geoffrey Lovern, basketball player. Friedrich Wilhelm Levi, mathematician. François Lozer, mathematician. Paul Meyer, clarinetist. Veronique North Minka, diplomat. Thierry Omeyer, handball goalkeeper. Marc Furtzel, football player. Remy Flimlin, CEO of France Télévisions from 2010 to 2015. Pierre Probst, comic and children book artist. Napoléon-Henri Reber, composer. Claire Roman, French Air Force pilot in World War II. Daniel Roth, organist, composer and pedagogue. Franz Eugen Schlatter, revivalist preacher, classical scholar, and translator of the Schlatter Bible. Christiane Scrivener, EU Commissioner. Daniel Schlumberger, archaeologist and professor of Near Eastern archaeology at the University of Strasbourg and later Princeton University. Françoise Urban Menninger, writer. Jean Schlumberger, jewelry designer at Tiffany & Co. René Schutzenberger, painter. Jules Siegfried, born Mulhouse in 1837, industrialist and politician, French Minister of Commerce 1892-3. Remy Stricker, musicologist. Frank Tenot, press agent, pataphysician and jazz critic. Philippe Tondry, oboist. Vita, singer. Pierre Weiss, physicist. Alfred Werner, Nobel Prize in Chemistry 1913. Jules Auguste Wiernsberger, composer and conductor. Paul Wolfe, photographer. Robert Weiler, film producer. William Wyler, award-winning motion picture director. Jean-Marc Savelli, a virtuoso concert pianist. Antar Yahya, football player. Georges Zipelius, illustrator. Other residents include Adolphe Braun, photographer. Alfred de Glaine, designer of steam locomotives. Armando Thiriot Koenig, industrial engineer, director of AEG Madrid in 1919. Established an AEG subsidiary in Seville in the early 1920s. Twin towns, sister cities. Mulhouse is twinned with Walsall, England, since 1953. Antwerp, Belgium, since 1956. Kassel, Germany, since 1965. Bergamo, Italy, since 1989. Chemnitz, Germany, since 1990. Givatayim, Israel, since 1991. Timisoara, Romania, since 1991. Jining, China. Climate. Mulhouse's climate is temperate oceanic, but its location further away from the ocean gives the city colder winters with some snow, and often hot and humid summers, in comparison with the rest of France.